Okay. Let's go through what happened before we look to what's coming up. The Green Ghana Day happened last Friday.
Yes.
It was quite a colorful event across board for the court system. Tell me how things panned out.
Okay, so the Green Ghana Day is not only for the politicians, only for institutions, but virtually everybody in the country matters. And the judiciary or the judicial service also took interest in this whole matter. For the past, ever since the initiative was started,
yes,
they have been planting trees, and I'm happy, or the Chief Justice was happy to see that all the trees that were planted when the initiative started are doing very well, to the extent that she had to even stand under one of them to even grant interview in relation to that. So on Friday, she led justices of the Superior Court, and when I say Superior Court, I mean the High Court, Court of Appeal,
yes,
and the Supreme Court, and then staff of the Judicial Service and some directors to plant trees along the administration block and then the Supreme Court premises. For those who are familiar with the Supreme Court premises, when you go there, you see what happened over the weekend or on Friday. And so she's been speaking and said, look, if you look at the vegetation now,
okay,
and the kind of thing that is happening to our environment, there's an urgent call, or there's an urgent need that we all have to ensure that we protect the vegetation cover. You look at the situation, what is happening, and the stress that people have to go through. Look, everybody must contribute.
Okay.
Everybody must play a role to ensure that we restore the vegetation cover. In fact, in the course of doing that, the mayor of Accra, Elizabeth Saki, who was also
present.
Yes, she wasn't present, but she was doing her own things along the line. So she bumped into the CJ's team and then joined her to be able to plant some of these trees. And some of the judges who were there, Justice Mariam Owusu, a justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Barbara Kayenzu, a justice of the Supreme Court, Justice Philip Bright Mensah, a justice of the Court of Appeal, the Judicial Secretary Pamela Cyril Kurante was also there, and directors, they were all there. But the Chief Justice has been speaking. Let's hear from Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Saki Tokonu on what the Green Ghana Day means and the future of this country.
All right.
A matter of great excitement for me to be standing right under this tree that was planted in 2021. Indeed, as we walk on this lawn, it's a matter of great privilege as an institution for us to see what these efforts have done in our institution. I believe that with the faithfulness of the entire country, investing in greening our country, within the next 10 years, we would have a truly, truly lovely country to live in and a better place to live for the next generation. What is critical for me on this occasion to share is the fact that our generation has experienced and is experiencing the stress of losing forest cover, of losing rivers, of losing the beauty of greenery. And it's only our generation's responsibility to bring an end to this phenomenon. Last year, we experienced the horror of the flooding of communities in the Volta region. And we experienced the trauma of being told that should the rains go even deeper, we may have the Akosombo Dam itself come down. I don't think that any nation ought to hear such news and take it lying down. And therefore, the need to protect the environment has become even more urgent. It has become extremely urgent. Whether we are watching CNN or we are watching any of the international news or we are watching our local news, we see the devastation that is being wreaked on the environment and the response of the environment against humanity. Landslides, tornadoes, it's getting more and more frightening. And so for us in the judiciary, we are grateful to Forestry Commission, we are grateful to His Excellency, the President, and to the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources for this initiative and for the effort. We are grateful and we are happy to be a strong partner. We invite you back during the year. We shouldn't just wait for June, but we invite you back consistently to help us locate places that we should put more plants.
So that's the Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Tokono.
Said we shouldn't wait for June to be able to be planting trees. So they invite the Forestry Commission back to plant further trees even before June. So that is when she led a team of judges, directors, and judicial service to plant trees on a Green Ghana Day.
Okay. We know the Attorney General also had a thing or two to say.
Yes, the AG also led his team of attorneys, deputies to plant trees along the law house. And let's hear from Godfred Yeboadami.
What he had to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Was one that commenced in the tenure of Presidency in as a Tesla in 2001. So it's been under construction for almost 24 years. We have seen successive governments, by the time we took over myself, my deputies, I think it was about 36% complete. By the days before they were to bring it to this level, it has all been with the support of the Ministers for Finance, the Secretary of Finance in particular, and then the new Minister, Honorable Murtala. So it's good. It's a day that we've all been waiting for decades. And it's great to see that you can really. So Monday we'll commission it. The President himself will come and commission it. And I believe that it will be one of pride for him. The period that he started to come to company for him. So that's it. It's going to house the Office of Attorney. It's going to house all the various divisions, the prosecution division, the civil division, and the executive branch division as well. The office has been picked by very serious accommodation challenges. We know the current premises where we stay. Some of the attorneys are actually living or working from containers, working from what we call containers. It's really a very sore site. And I believe that it will bring to an end all the accommodation challenges the office has faced.
That's the Attorney General, Godfred Yeboadami. So what's happening today?
So in relation to the law house, today, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is commissioning that project. So the office is ready. It will house the Attorney General. The office is that the new Attorney General's office. And that is so it will be commissioned today, and it will house all the offices or most of the agencies under the office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice. So we expect that commissioning to be done. It's a 12-story building, 10 up and then 2 beneath. So that is what we expect happening.
2 beneath and then 12 above.
Absolutely. Okay. 10 above.
10 above, 2 beneath.
So
I see.
Absolutely.
All right. The JB Dankwa killer trial, what's become of it? Quickly?
Yeah, so still the jurors are not back. As far as I'm concerned, that's what I know as at the time that I'm talking to you now. So we hope that the court hope that by today they'll be back. So we'll learn more when the case is called today before Justice Lydia Osemafo. Daniel Esiedu is in the box opening his defense. So once they are back, he will continue. But if they are not back, it has to be adjourned.
The announced number 12 case, I thought we're done with it. Which one is this one and what's going to happen today?
So the one that led to Nyanteji being charged.
Yes,
it's on. And Anas has indicated that because of his security reason, orders made by the court that he should march to Nyanteji in camera, in chambers, and come into open court to testify and marks won't hold. The prosecution is challenging that. The court has indicated that prosecution is delaying the matter, and so it was going to strike out and then discharge Nyanteji. But the court said it observed some challenges in transferring the processes to the Court of Appeal. The system had a view issue, so it is waiting for the Court of Appeal to decide on what it has to be or what the prosecution is asking for, and that the court will make further orders. So before Justice Marie Louise Simmons today, that case will come up and we'll learn more in relation to whether or not prosecution has succeeded in the appeal, whether the appeal has been heard, and what information they will be giving to the court, and what lawyers of Nyanteji will also be telling the court. So that's what we expect coming up today.
All right, so that's what to expect in the courts this morning.
Yeah,
thank you so much, Murtala Inusah, legal affairs correspondent. Have a great week. I'm sure we'll get the updates during our news bulletins right here on the Morning Star.